What's going on, Grateful Gal family? Welcome into the Grateful Gal Sports Huddle. Y'all know what time it is. About to get directly into the daily verse before I get into the Sports Huddle rundown. Daily verse for the day of May 2nd, 2024. Derives from the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 6, and it states as follows. For Jehovah himself gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and discernment. Amen. And again, it's from the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 6. And this morning, ladies and gentlemen, for the Grateful Gal Sports Huddle, I'm going to be covering NCAA Baseball Top 25, Major League Baseball, National Hockey League Playoffs, United Football League, NBA Playoffs, update, NFL news, and NFL drafts, rounds 4 through 7 coverage to see who got drafted, all that good stuff. Also, be on the lookout towards next week. I got information from my team that my cousin Matt will be on the podcast on the Sports Huddle next Thursday. So it wasn't this Thursday. From my understanding, it was this Thursday, but it's going to be next Thursday. So I'm always just looking forward to it, man. As always, to have my cousin back on here, and we'll talk some sports, and we'll talk, stuff coming up and what's coming down the pipeline in the sports world. So I'm excited. So kicking it off with NCAA Baseball Top 25. From Saturday, April 27th, we had number 3 Tennessee defeat Missouri 3-2. Number 14 Virginia defeated Boston College 4-0. Number 2 Arkansas defeated Florida 6-5. Unranked Louisville defeated number 5 Clemson 7-6. Number 1 Texas A&M dominated number 20 Georgia 19-9. Upset from Troy. Troy defeated number 13 Coastal Carolina 11-4. Number 15 North Carolina defeated Virginia Tech 6-3. Unranked Mississippi State defeated number 11 Vanderbilt 7-4. Unranked Southern Mississippi defeated number 17 Louisiana 3-2. Number 21 NC State defeated Ball State 9-3. Number 23 Alabama defeated Ole Miss 10-3. Number 10 Florida State defeated number 6 Duke 7-6. Number 7 East Carolina defeated Memphis 14-3. Washington defeated number 16 Arizona 4-3. Florida defeated number 2 Arkansas 9-5. Number 4 Kentucky defeated number 24 South Carolina 15-3. Number 20 Georgia defeated number 1 Texas A&M 5-4. Let's see. I believe, what's the gentleman's name? Hold on. Out of Georgia, he broke the single season. He broke the single season record for home runs, and he also broke the record for most home runs in the school program. I can't think of his name right now. Player out of Georgia. Let me see real quick. Let me put his name up. Excuse me. Hope everybody having a blessed day today. I can't really think of the gentleman's name right now. Let me do some other research real quick and find out. I want to say it's Charlie something. Let's see. Georgia Athletics. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Let's find a gentleman. Let me see. Yes, okay, so the gentleman's name is... Yeah, he broke 2 records. His name is Condon, Charlie Condon, maybe. He set Georgia's career and single-season home run record. He had 54. So he had 54 home runs for a single season, I guess. So, I mean, that's what the information just said here on the Georgia Athletics page on Twitter. But, yeah, just a extremely good talent, a guy who hits the ball well. Looking to see, how he translates to the major leagues. But, it's going to be cool to see another Georgia Bulldog in the big leagues. Then we had Troy defeat number 13 Coastal Carolina 11-4. And then we had number 15 North Carolina defeat Virginia Tech 6-3. Sunday games, April 28th. We had Notre Dame defeat number 8 Wake Forest 8-7. Number 6 Duke defeated number 10 Florida State 16-4. We had unranked Troy with the sweep over number 13 Coastal Carolina 15-3. We had Virginia Tech defeat number 15 North Carolina 4-3. Number 21 NC State defeated Ball State 11-3. Number 7 East Carolina defeated Memphis 8-3. Mississippi State defeated number 11 Vanderbilt 8-7. Number 17 Louisiana defeated Southern Mississippi 13-7. Unranked Texas defeated number 18 Oklahoma 8-6. Number 24 South Carolina defeated number 4 Kentucky 10-0. Number 5 Clemson defeated Louisville 17-7. Number 12 UC Irvine defeated UC Riverside 12-3. We had unranked Washington defeat number 16 Arizona 9-8. Number 22 Oregon defeated number 9 Oregon State 7-1. Number 25 Indiana State defeated Southern Illinois 7-2. And we had unranked Texas with back-to-back wins over number 18 Oklahoma 12-10. Tuesday games, April 30th, we had UNC Wilmington with the upset win over number 20 NC State 5-4. We had an upset out of Tennessee. We had unranked Lipscomb defeat number 3 Tennessee 9-6. We had number 13 Wake Forest defeat Appalachian State 10-9. We had number 19 my Georgia Bulldogs defeat Kennesaw State 9-3. We had number 11 Virginia defeat VCU 8-4. Number 1 Texas A&M defeated Tarleton State 10-6. Number 12 North Carolina defeated Charlotte 13-1. Number 14 Oklahoma State dominated Wichita State 21-6. Number 17 Vanderbilt defeated Tennessee Tech 8-7. Number 22 Oklahoma fell to unranked Oral Roberts 3-1. Unranked Illinois dominated number 24 Indiana State 21-11. Number 2 Arkansas defeated Missouri State 12-7. Unranked Oregon defeated number 6 Oregon State 9-5. Number 9 UC Irvine defeated San Diego 8-4. Unranked Grand Canyon dominated number 21 Arizona 24-8. Moving on to Wednesday games, recap of last night, May 1st. We had number 2 Arkansas defeat Missouri State 8-5. Number 11 Virginia defeated Navy 10-0. Number 12 North Carolina dominated William and Mary 19-2. Number 13 Wake Forest defeated High Point 15-2. Number 15 South Carolina defeated ETSU 15-2. Number 16 Mississippi State defeated Ole Miss 5-1. For today's games, we have one ranked matchup in the top 25 in NCAA baseball. We have number 3 Tennessee going up against Florida tonight at 7 p.m. on ESPN. For Friday games, May 3rd, we have number 4 Clemson hosting Georgia Tech. Number 5 East Carolina hosting South Florida. Number 7 Florida State hosting number 20 NC State. We got an SEC matchup between my number 19 Georgia Bulldogs and number 17 Vanderbilt. We have another SEC matchup between number 8 Kentucky versus number 2 Arkansas. Another SEC matchup, number 3 Tennessee going up against Florida. Number 24 Indiana State hosting Belmont. Number 15 South Carolina going up against Missouri. Some more SEC action. Followed by some more SEC action, we have number 16 Mississippi State hosting number 23 Alabama. Number 18 Louisiana going up against Troy. Number 14 Oklahoma State going up against Texas. Number 22 Oklahoma going up against Texas Tech. Number 1 Texas A&M going up against LSU. Number 9 UC Irvine hosting Cal Poly. Number 21 Arizona hosting Stanford. Number 25 Utah going up against Oregon. And number 6 Oregon State going up against Washington State. So make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from the NCAA Baseball Top 25. Moving on to Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball recap from this week. Going back to Saturday, April 27th, we had the Guardians defeat the Braves 4-2. The Dodgers over the Blue Jays 4-2. The Reds defeated the Rangers 8-4. The Orioles dominated the Athletics 7-0. The Cardinals defeated the Mets 7-4. The Red Sox dominated the Cubs 17-0. The Nationals defeated the Marlins 11-4. The Astros over the Rockies 12-4. The Tigers defeated the Royals 6-5. The Yankees defeated the Brewers 15-3. The White Sox defeated the Rays 8-7. The Phillies defeated the Padres 5-1. The Pirates defeated the Giants 4-3. The Twins defeated the Angels 16-5. And the Mariners defeated the Diamondbacks 3-1. Sunday games, April 28th, we had the Braves defeat the Guardians 4-3. The Athletics over the Orioles 7-6. The Blue Jays defeated the Dodgers 3-1. The Tigers over the Royals 4-1. The Mets defeated the Cardinals 4-2. The Marlins fell to the Nationals 12-9. The Yankees defeated the Brewers 15-5. The White Sox defeated the Rays 4-2. The Rangers defeated the Reds 4-3. The Astros defeated the Rockies 8-2. The Giants defeated the Pirates 3-2. The Twins defeated the Angels 11-5. The Diamondbacks defeated the Mariners 3-2. The Phillies defeated the Padres 8-6. And the Red Sox defeat the Cubs 5-4. For Monday games, April 29th, we had the Mariners defeat the Braves 2-1. The Orioles defeated the Yankees 2-0. The Nationals over the Marlins 7-2. The Blue Jays defeated the Royals 6-5. The Mets fell to the Cubs 3-1. The Twins defeated the White Sox 3-2. The Tampa Bay Rays defeated the Brewers 1-0. The Angels defeated the Phillies 6-5. The Reds defeated the Padres 5-2. The Dodgers defeated the Diamondbacks 8-4. And the Athletics won over the Pirates 5-1. Tuesday games, April 30th, we had the Mariners defeat the Braves 3-2. We had the Cardinals defeat the Tigers in a doubleheader 2-1. We had the Orioles defeat the Yankees 4-2. We had the Marlins defeat the Rockies 7-6. We had the Tigers take game 2 in the doubleheaders against the Cardinals. The Tigers defeat the Cardinals 11-6. The Royals defeated the Blue Jays 4-1. The Mets defeated the Cubs 4-2. The Red Sox defeated the Giants 4-0. The Twins defeated the White Sox 6-5. The Brewers over the Tampa Bay Rays 8-2. The Rangers defeated the Nationals 7-1. The Astros defeated the Guardians 10-9. The Phillies defeated the Angels 7-5. The Padres defeated the Reds 6-4. The Diamondbacks over the Dodgers 4-3. And the Athletics defeated the Pirates 5-2. Recap of last night's games, May 1st. We had the Braves get a win over the Mariners 5-2. The Tigers defeated the Cardinals 4-1. The Brewers over the Rays 7-1. The Twins defeated the White Sox 10-5. The Royals defeated the Blue Jays 6-1. The Athletics defeated the Pirates 4-0. The Phillies over the Angels 2-1. The Padres defeated the Reds 6-2. The Yankees defeated the Orioles 2-0. The Marlins defeated the Rockies 4-1. The Cubs defeated the Mets 1-0. The Red Sox defeated the Giants 6-2. The Nationals defeated the Rangers 1-0. The Guardians defeated the Astros 3-2. And the Diamondbacks got shut out by the Dodgers 8-0. For today's games kicking off at 12:10 p.m., we have the Marlins hosting the Rockies. The Yankees going up against the Orioles. The Mets hosting the Cubs. The Giants going up against the Red Sox. The Rangers hosting the Nationals. And the Astros hosting the Guardians. Friday games, May 3rd, we have the Cubs hosting the Brewers. The Orioles going up against the Red. The Pirates hosting the Rockies. The Phillies hosting the Giants. The Blue Jays going up against the Nationals. The Rays hosting the Mets. The Tigers going up against the Yankees. The Guardians versus the Angels. The Rangers going up against the Royals. The Twins versus the Red Sox. The Mariners going up against the Astros. The White Sox going up against the Cardinals. The Athletics hosting the Marlins. The Diamondbacks hosting the Padres. And for the late night game, we have the Dodgers hosting the Braves. So make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from Major League Baseball. Moving on to the National Hockey League Playoffs. National Hockey League Playoffs update from this week and through Saturday and through this week. National Hockey League Playoffs from Saturday, April 27th. We had the Islanders defeat the Hurricanes in double overtime 3-2 to extend their lifeline in the playoffs to take 1 game to 3 over the Hurricanes. Then the Lightning defeated the Panthers 6-3. The Bruins defeated the Maple Leafs 3-1. And the Stars defeated the Golden Knights 3-2. For Sunday games, April 28th, we had the Avalanche defeat the Jets 5-1. We had the Canucks defeat the Predators 4-3. We had the Rangers defeat the Capitals 4-2. The Rangers swept the Capitals to advance to the East semifinal playoff round. And the Oilers defeated the Kings 1-0. Monday, April 29th, we had the Panthers defeat the Lightning 6-1 to advance to the Eastern semifinals. And we had the Stars defeat the Golden Knight 4-2 to tie up their series 2 games to 2. Tuesday, April 30th, we had the Maple Leafs defeat the Bruins 3-2. The Hurricanes defeated the Islanders and advanced to the East semifinal round of the first round for the National Hockey League. We had the Avalanche defeat the Jets to advance also to the semifinal from the West round 6-3. And we had the Predators defeat the Canucks 2-1. Wednesday games last night, May 1st, we had the Dallas Stars defeat the Golden Knight 3-2 to take a 3-2 lead in their series for the playoffs. And we had the Oilers defeat the Kings to advance to the West semifinal round. They defeated the Kings 4-3. For tonight's games, we have make-or-break game for the Bruins. The Bruins the Bruins are going up against the Maple Leafs tonight at 8 p.m. on TBS. And if the Bruins win tonight, they will advance to the Eastern semifinal round. If the Maple Leafs win tonight, they will force a Game 7 on Saturday. For Friday games on TNT tomorrow night at 7 p.m., we have the Predators hosting the Canucks, and we have the Golden Knight hosting the Stars at 10 p.m. on TNT. Ooh, bless me. The first game of the Predators versus Canucks is at 7 p.m. on TNT. And then at 10 p.m. game on TNT is the Golden Knights versus the Dallas Stars. So make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information for rounds 2 of the National Hockey League playoffs. Also to get information to see who's advancing to who are the last couple of teams advancing to the semifinals for the National Hockey League playoffs. Moving on to the NBA playoffs recap. NBA playoff recaps from this weekend through this week. On Saturday, we had a few games in the playoffs. Saturday, April 27th, we had the Magic defeat the Cavaliers 112-89 to tie up their series 2 games apiece. We had the Thunder defeat the Pelicans 106-85. We had the Celtics defeat the Heat 104-84. And we had the Lakers defeat the Nuggets 119-108. For Sunday games, we had the Knicks defeat the 76ers 97-92. The Knicks currently hold a 3-1 lead in that series. We had the Clippers defeat the Mavericks 116-111 to tie up that series. We had the Pacers defeat the Bucks 126-113 to go up 3-1 in that series. And we had the Timberwolves sweep the Suns 122-116 to advance to the Western semifinals. Monday, April 29th, we had the Celtics defeat the Heat 102-88. The Thunder swept the Pelicans 97-89. And the Nuggets defeated the Lakers 108-106 to advance to the West semifinals also. So the Western teams right now in the NBA playoffs are the Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Timberwolves. Moving on to Tuesday games, April 30th, we had the 76ers defeat the Knicks 112-106 to save their playoff career or save their playoff hopes. The 76ers defeated the Knicks in overtime, again 112-106. The Cavaliers took a 3-2 game lead when they defeated the Magic 104-103. And the Bucks, they won a second game in their series. They're still currently behind 1 game against the Pacers, but they defeated the Pacers 115-92. For Wednesday games, May 1st, we had the Celtics handle business against the Heat to advance to the semifinal round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. We had the Celtics defeat the Heat 118-84. And we have the Mavericks take a 3-2 game lead over the Clippers. They defeated the Clippers 123-93. For tonight's game at 6:30 p.m. on TNT, the Pacers are trying to win the series tonight against the Bucks and advance to the East semifinals. The Pacers will be going up against the Bucks tonight at 6:30 p.m. on TNT. Followed by that game, the 76ers are looking to continue their playoff hopes also and force a Game 7 against the Knicks tonight at 9 p.m. on TNT. So make sure y'all tune into those games. And then on Friday, we have 2 Game 6. We have the Magic hosting the Cavaliers at 7 p.m. on ESPN. They're trying to keep their playoff hopes alive also and force a Game 7. Also, the same scenario is happening with the Clippers at that 9:30 p.m. slot on ESPN tomorrow night. The Mavericks will be hosting the Clippers, and the Mavericks are looking to close out that series, while the Clippers are looking to extend the series to Game 7. So make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from the NBA playoffs. Moving on to United Football League Week 5. United Football League Week 5 consisted of 4 different games. We had the Brahams defeat the Renegades 25-15. We had the Stallions dominate the Roughnecks 32-9. We had the Battlehawks dominate the Defenders 45-12. And we had the Panthers defeat the Showboats 35-18. So Week 6 starts this weekend on May 4th. So make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get the schedule for the United Football League for Saturday and Sunday. Moving on to NFL news. NFL news, what I have right now currently at the moment isn't much. Let me see if I missed anything from last night. Let's see. Ezekiel Elliott is currently a Cowboy again. He signed a one-year deal with the Cowboys to return there. The Travis Kelce signed a contract extension with the Kansas City Chiefs for 2 years, I believe. So he got a 2-year extension from the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's see what else we got. And the Denver Broncos are not picking up the option for Zach Wilson after they traded for Zach Wilson from the New York Jets. So that's pretty much it right now, what I have going on with NFL news. Moving on to NFL draft rounds 4 through 7 recap. Definitely excited about a lot of the Eagles players that we picked up in this part of the draft. A lot of good pieces. Made some moves for to get other players next year in these upcoming drafts. So I was pretty excited about that. So to kick off round 4, the Carolina Panthers, they drafted Jatavion Sanders out of Texas. He's a tight end. The Denver Broncos drafted Troy Franklin, wide receiver out of Oregon. The Patriots selected Layden Robertson, guard out of Texas A&M. The Cardinals selected Dadrian Taylor Demerson, safety out of Texas Tech. The Chargers selected Justin Eboji, defensive tackle out of Alabama. Tennessee Titans selected Cedric Gray out of North Carolina, a linebacker. The Giants selected Theo Johnson, tight end out of Penn State. Oregon cornerback Kyrie Jackson was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. The Falcons selected Brandon Dorlus, tackle out of Oregon. Javon Baker, wide receiver out of UCF. He went to the Patriots. Evan Williams, a safety out of Oregon. He went to the Packers. Decamarion Richardson, cornerback out of Mississippi State. He went to the Raiders. Devontae Walker, wide receiver out of North Carolina. He went to the Ravens. Javon Foster out of Missouri, offensive tackle. He went to the Jaguars. Eric All, tight end out of Iowa, went to Cincinnati Bengals. Jordan Jefferson, defensive tackle out of LSU, was drafted by the Jaguars. Tanner Bortonoli, center out of Wisconsin, was drafted by the Colts. Tyrese Knight, a linebacker out of UTEP, was selected by the Seahawks. Mason McCormick, a guard out of South Dakota State, was drafted by the Steelers. Jalen Wright, a running back out of Tennessee, was drafted by the Dolphins. A.J. Barner, a tight end out of Michigan, was drafted by the Seahawks. Torrey Taylor, a punter out of Iowa, was selected by the Bears. Cade Stover, tight end out of Ohio State, was selected by the Texans. Malik Mustafa was selected by the 49ers safety out of Wake Forest. Bucky Irving, a running back out of Oregon, was selected by the Buccaneers. That's ironic. Giovanni Manu, offensive tackle out of the British of Columbia. He was selected by the Lions. My Philadelphia Eagles selected Will Shipley, running back out of Clemson. Welcome to the Birds. Ray Davis was selected by the Bengals, running back out of Kentucky. Isaac Guerrero, running back out of Louisville, was selected by the 49ers. TJ Tampa, cornerback out of Iowa State, was selected by the Ravens. Jared Wiley, tight end out of TCU, was selected by the Chiefs. Sion Avaki was selected by the Lions, a safety out of Utah. Jaden Hicks was selected by the Chiefs, a safety out of Washington State. The Jets selected Braylon Allen, a running back out of Wisconsin. And the 49ers selected Jacob Cowing, a wide receiver out of Arizona. Moving on to round 5, we had the Seahawks select Nehemiah Pritchett, cornerback out of Auburn. Tarheeb Steele, cornerback out of Maryland, was selected by the Chargers. Xavier Thomas, an edge rusher out of Clemson, was selected by the Cardinals. Jordan Magee, linebacker out of Wisconsin, out of Temple, was selected by the Commanders. Cam Hart, cornerback out of Notre Dame, was drafted by the Chargers. The Buffalo Bills selected Cedric Van Pran Granger, center out of the University of Georgia. Go Bulldogs. Congratulations. Anthony Gold, wide receiver out of Oregon State, was selected by the Colts. J.D. Bertrand, linebacker out of Notre Dame, was selected by the Falcons. Austin Booker was drafted by the Bears, edge rusher out of Kansas. Chris Abrams-Drain, cornerback out of Missouri, was selected by the Broncos. The Titans selected Jarvis Brownlee Jr., cornerback out of Louisville. The Broncos selected Audric Estime, running back out of Notre Dame. Tommy Etchenberg, linebacker out of Ohio State, was drafted by the Raiders. The Bengals drafted Josh Newton, cornerback out of TCU. Spencer Rattler, quarterback out of South Carolina, was drafted to the Saints. Jalen Carlis, safety out of Missouri, was drafted by the Colts. My Philadelphia Eagles selected Anais Smith, wide receiver out of Texas A&M. The Jaguars selected DeAndre Prince, cornerback out of Ole Miss. Brandon Jackson out of Washington State, edge rusher, was drafted by the Rams. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. was selected by his father's previous professional team, the Philadelphia Eagles. So we've had the father and son both be able to come here and play linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm truly excited to be able to see Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Come out here and put on that midnight green and don the same numbers and same uniform as his father did. It's truly be a blessing for his family, and I know his father is proud of him, and I know the city of Philadelphia is excited to get him, on our team. Then we had Jamari Thrash, wide receiver out of Louisville, selected by the Browns. The Panthers selected Charles Smith-Wade, cornerback out of Washington State. Muhammad Kamara, edge rusher out of Colorado State, was selected by the Dolphins. Hunter Nourzad, center out of Penn State, was selected by the Chiefs. The Bills selected Idafun Ulofishio, linebacker out of Washington. The Commanders selected Dominique Hampton, safety out of Washington. Christian Jones was selected out of Texas. He's an offensive tackle by the Cardinals. Jacob Monk, a center out of Duke, was selected by the Packers. Jalen Simpson, safety out of Auburn, he got selected by the Colts. Rasheen Ali, running back out of Marshall, was selected by the Ravens. Tyrone Tracy Jr. was selected from the Giants, running back out of Purdue. Keelan Robinson, running back out of Texas, was selected by the Jaguars. Edge rusher out of Troy, Javon Solomon, was selected by the Bills. Keaton Aladapo, safety out of Oregon State, was selected by the Packers. Bud Means, wide receiver out of Pittsburgh, was selected by the Saints. Jordan Travis, quarterback out of Florida State, was selected by the Jets. We have a steal of the draft, in my opinion, Trevor Keegan, offensive guard out of Michigan for my Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome to the team, buddy. We have Isaiah Davis, running back out of South Dakota State. He was selected by the Jets. The Cowboys selected Kalen Carson, cornerback out of Wake Forest. The Saints selected Jalen Ford, linebacker out of Texas. And Quantez Stiggers, cornerback out of Toronto. Argonauts. He was selected by the Jets. Excuse me. Round 6, we had Walter Rouse, selected out of Oklahoma, tackle by the Minnesota Vikings. Logan Lee was selected by the Steelers, defensive tackle out of Iowa. Satoa Lumea, guard out of Utah, was selected by the Seahawks. Marcellus Dial, cornerback out of South Carolina, was selected by the Patriots. Kimani Vidal, running back out of Troy, was selected by the Chargers. The Titans selected Jaquan Jackson, wide receiver out of Tulane. The Giants selected Darius Musawu, linebacker out of UCLA. The Dolphins selected Malik Washington, wide receiver out of Virginia. My Philadelphia Eagles selected Johnny Wilson, wide receiver out of Florida State. I'm super excited about this guy. He has super high upside. He's 6'6", 231 pounds. He runs a 4.5 40. So I'm definitely thinking with Nick Sirianni, he's going to make him like a hybrid tight end, wide receiver type of guy. So I'm definitely excited to be able to have him, come learn behind, Dallas Goedert from the tight end perspective, but then, from the wide receiver perspective, coming to learn behind A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, those type of guys. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see Johnny Wilson in that midnight green and flying around. Then we had the Falcons with back-to-back picks in the sixth round, We had the Falcons select Jace McClendon, running back out of Alabama. They also selected Casey Washington, wide receiver out of Illinois. The Texans selected Jamal Hill, linebacker out of Oregon. The Lions selected Mekhi Wingo, tackle out of LSU. My Philadelphia Eagles selected twice in the sixth round. With our second pick in the sixth round, we selected Dylan McMahon, guard out of NC State. Welcome to the team, buddy. Fly, Eagles, fly. The Cardinals selected Tejon Palmer, wide receiver out of UAB. The Seahawks selected DJ James, cornerback out of Auburn. Joe Milton III, quarterback out of Tennessee, was selected by the Patriots. Turner McLannan, tight end out of Arizona, was selected by the Bengals. Ryan Watts was selected by Ryan Watts was selected by the Pittsburgh Steelers out of Texas. He's a cornerback. Tyler Davis, defensive tackle out of Clemson, was drafted by the Rams. Zion Logue, defensive tackle out of Georgia, go Dogs, was selected by the Falcons. Patrick McMorris, safety out of California, was selected by the Dolphins. Christian Boyd, tackle out of Northern Iowa, was selected by the Saints. Jaden Crumdy, defensive tackle out of Mississippi State, was selected by the Panthers. We had the Colts select Michael Abraham, cornerback out of Marshall. We had Travis Glover, tackle out of Georgia State. That's what's up. Get drafted by the Packers. We had Will Raychard. Let's see what he is. He's a place kicker. Excuse me. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. We had, he's a place kicker out of Alabama. We had the Bengals select Tylen Grable, tackle out of UCF. We had the Texans select Jawar Jordan, running back out of Louisville. We had Nathaniel Watson, drafted by the Browns. He's a linebacker out of Mississippi State. We had the Seahawks select Michael Jarrell out of Findlay. He's a tackle. We had Dylan Lube, drafted by the Raiders. He's a running back. Joshua Carty, a place kicker out of Stanford, was selected by the Rams. Christian Mahogany, guard out of Boston College, was selected by the Lions. Kamal Hayden, cornerback out of Tennessee, was drafted by the Chiefs. Cam Little, place kicker out of Arkansas, was drafted by the Jaguars. Jordan Whittington, wide receiver out of Texas, was drafted by the Rams. Cedric Johnson, edge rusher out of Ole Miss, was selected by the Bengals. Jared Kingston, guard out of USC, was selected by the 49ers. Ryan Flanor, wide receiver out of Southeast Missouri State, was drafted by the Cowboys. Bo Lemire, center out of Arkansas, was drafted by the Rams. Devin Leary, cornerback out of Kentucky, was drafted by the Ravens. Daquan Hardy, cornerback out of Penn State, was drafted by the Bills. And the Bucs selected Elijah Klein, guard out of UTEP. The seventh and final round of the 2024 NFL Draft, the Bengals selected Travis Clayton, guard out of England. The Commanders selected Javonte John Baptist, edge rusher out of Notre Dame. Trey Taylor out of the Air Force was selected by the Raiders, a safety. DeJohn Anthony, safety out of Ole Miss, was selected by the Bengals. Brendan Rice was drafted by the Chargers out of USC. That's Jerry Rice's son. Jaden Davis was drafted by the Cardinals, cornerback out of Miami. Miles Harden, cornerback out of South Dakota, was drafted by the Browns. Nick Samac, center out of Michigan State, was drafted by the Ravens. MJ Devonshire, cornerback out of Pittsburgh, was drafted by the Raiders. Michael Juergens, center out of Wake Forest, was drafted by the Vikings. The Patriots selected Jaheim Bell, tight end out of Florida State. The Vikings selected Levi Drake Rodriguez, tackle out of Texas A&M Commerce. Cowboys selected Nathan Thomas, tackle out of Louisiana. Jonah Luwolu, tackle out of Oklahoma, was selected by the Colts. The Broncos selected Devon Vele, wide receiver out of Utah. The Jaguars selected Miles Cole, edge rusher out of Texas Tech. The Bengals selected Matt Lee, center out of Miami. The Texans selected Solomon Byrd, edge rusher out of USC. The Saints selected Josiah Izzerim, tackle out of East Kentucky. Michael Barrett, linebacker out of Michigan, was selected by the Panthers. Taj Washington was selected by wide receiver out of USC, was selected by the Dolphins. The Titans selected James Williams, safety out of Miami. Jawan Briggs, tackle out of Cincinnati, was selected by the Browns. Justin Rogers, tackle out of Auburn, was selected by the Cowboys. Michael Pratt, cornerback out of Tulane, was selected by the Packers. Devin Cope, tight end out of Washington, was drafted by the Buccaneers. Marcus Harris was drafted out of Auburn as a defensive tackle by the Texans. C.J. Hansen, a guard out of Holy Cross, was selected by the Chiefs. The Texans selected Ladarius Henderson, tackle out of Michigan. Sanusi Kane, safety out of Purdue, was selected by the Ravens. Tatum Bethune, a linebacker out of Florida State, was selected by the 49ers. Jalen Harrell, an edge rusher out of Michigan, was selected by the Titans. Cornelius Johnson, wide receiver out of Michigan, was selected by the Chargers. KT Leviston, guard out of Kansas State, was selected by the Rams. Kalen King, a cornerback out of Penn State, was selected by the Packers. Nick Garuglo, a center out of South Carolina, was selected by the Broncos. And the last pick of the 2024 NFL draft is a safety out of Alabama, Jalen Key, and he got drafted by the New York Jets. So again, congratulations to all the fellas who got drafted in the 2024 NFL draft. Big news from my Eagles side on the undrafted free agency. We signed Kendall Milton, Georgia Bulldog. He's now one of the newest Philly dogs up in Philadelphia. So I'm excited to see him, in our backfield, to learn behind Saquon Barkley, a lot of those type of players that we have in our backfield. And I just think he's going to be able to come in there and make an immediate impact. So I'm excited for Kendall, and I'm glad he's was a Georgia Bulldog. Of course, go Dogs. But I'm glad now he's a Philadelphia Eagle. So fly, Eagles, fly. I'm truly excited for my dogs, my Philly dogs. Shout out to Marcus Rosemary Jack Saint. He got signed by as an undrafted free agent by the Washington Commanders. So that's cool to be able to I'll be able to see him on the NFL level as he develops and get to a point where he can be on the field and play good football, because I think he's a good wide receiver. I think he can be elite at the next level. So I'm looking forward to his progression and his development on the field. So again, congratulations to all the gentlemen who have been drafted. Good luck to everybody. The Eagles mini rookie camp starts tomorrow on Friday, May 3rd. So I'm looking forward to that. So I have information for y'all on the Saturday Sports Huddle for some things I've seen with footage and things of that nature. So on that note, y'all take care of yourselves. Stay up. Stay prayed up. Continue to be blessed and be grateful for today. Love you, hug and kiss your loved ones. Hug yourself, love yourself, and let's make the best of it. Always give Jehovah the praise and keep his name on your lips. Until next time, peace.